today, y'all. I've got to go in for a meeting today, so I'm up with the chickens, just like everybody else. I'm up early this morning. Got to make a 30-40 minute drive. So I said, well, let me see who on the book this morning, who on Facebook this morning. I just thank God for everybody this morning that is on Facebook. Those that not on yet will see this later. But I thank God for everybody today, because it is He that makes it possible. It's because of God that we are not consumed every day. So I'm just grateful to God for today, that we have this have another opportunity. It is our anniversary group, our anniversary week in the Breaking Up the Ground group, and we just been really celebrating the 1-year anniversary of starting the group, prayer group. I did thank God for everybody that has supported it, that clicked the link and came in. Click the link and come on in, y'all. We're having a great time. God is doing miraculous things. It is God's group. I didn't form the group. He started it. He started the group. It wasn't me. I just was praying, and God brought the people. I didn't even have no desire to start it, but He brought the people in, and I just thank God for that. It's all about Him, y'all. It's all about Jesus. It's all about Him. It's not about us. The problem comes in when we make it about us, when we make it about our struggles and make it about what we got going on, what we doing, what our church doing, and what we having, and what all these different things. It's about Him. It is not about us. It's about Him. I begin to read in Colossians 1 when he begins to say all things made by Him for Him. Romans 1:11-36. It said, by Him, through Him, from Him. It's all about Him. It's all about Jesus. It's not about us. We make it about us, but it's not about us. It is about Him. We are people in His script. We are people in whatever His will is. That's where we are. We whatever He desired for us to be. He is the will in the middle of our will. Yes, we plot our plans, we make our plans, but it's the Lord that allows it to happen, and it's on His breath. And so it's all about Him. Yes, we may have these. I have 55 years here. Somebody may have 75 years, and somebody may have 90 years here. But it's not about you. It's about Him. You just a drop in the bucket in the midst of His big plan. You are just a small few years here in the midst of His plans. And the only thing that is going to stand is what you do for Him. It's not about what you do for you, because when you leave here, all that you've done is going to go by the wayside. Your children are going to take it and squander it, and it's gone. But it's what you do for Him. It's all about Him. It's all about Jesus today. It's all about doing what He has for us to do. I begin to read it. The Lord began to bring to me this morning Isaiah 1, where God began to say that the people have walked away from Him backwards. Look at Him in His eyes, doing the things, doing the traditional things that they're supposed to do, having these assemblies, having these gatherings, doing what He required them to do. But they were vain, because the people's heart was not with Him. They walked away while they were staring Him in the face. Walked away from Him backwards. Isaiah 1 and 4. Walked away while looking Him in His eyes, performing these tasks, performing these assemblies, performing their rituals, but they are gone. They have left Him. And God is saying, I will close my eyes. I will cover my eyes. I won't hear the prayers. He said, I won't bless you because you've left me. But God is calling for the heart today, the heart of the people today. He's calling for the heart. He's calling for people to acknowledge Him. Yeah, we may go to church. Yeah, we may do this. Yeah, we may read the Bible. Yes, but He said they were doing all of that. They were doing all of these things, but they were broken. They were putrid. They needed to be healed. But yet they were doing all of these things and gradually walking away from Him backwards, walking backwards, going away. But God is calling for the people. Calling for the people. said, come, let us reason together. He said, though your sin be as scarlet, I can wash you. He said, wash you, clean you. Before you do all these things, you come and you get clean. There's no need to be doing all these vain things. He said, now your things, the things that he required you to do, the assemblies, the fast, and all the things that he put in now for you, he said, they'll become sin to me. They become sin because you're not offering them in the heart of God, in the spirit of God. You're doing it because it's tradition. You're doing it because that's what you think you're supposed to do. It's become sin. And so we have to understand that it is all about God. It is not about us. It is all about him. You get up and you rise and fall on him. You get up out your bed and you go out into this world on him. He said, I give breath and I give spirit to the inhabitants of the earth. He gives that to us. And so when we make it about our struggles, he said, let not your heart be troubled. Because if you believe in me, because if it's about me, see, if it's about me, if it's about him, it's not just to believe, but to trust in him, believe in him. When it's all about him, your heart ain't gonna be troubled. When it's all about him, things gonna go a certain way. But see, when we leaning on our own understanding, he said, trust in the Lord with your own heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Acknowledge him in all the ways and he will direct your path. Because it's all about him. All things are made by him, through him. He is the fullness. The fullness of God is in him. He is the fullness of God bodily in him. He is the head of the church, the author and the finisher of the faith. So when we make it about us, we make it about, oh, we doing this and we doing this and we got this many years and we've been here, we've been saved these many years. Okay, that's nothing in the scope of what it's really about. It's all really about God. It ain't about you. It ain't about how much time you've been in. It ain't about how much you got going. It is all about him. All about him. What you gonna do for him, by him, through him, for his glory. That is what it's all about. It's not about what we doing, this vanity we have. Your house is for his glory. Your car is for his glory. Your job is for his glory. All things are for him. He said all things are by him. All things are through him. All things are from him. For him all be glory. And when we make it about ourselves, we make it about our churches, we make it about our ministries, we make it about things. It's all about him. We have to come back to a heart of worship. We have to come back to a heart of lifting up his name, killing ourselves, killing our titles, killing ourselves, killing what we do, putting to death that he may increase and he may be seen. Not me, not you, not your preacher, not your fellow man, but him be seen. You don't even see God when in these things, because all we see is a person lifted up, themselves. But all things about God, all things about God, Jesus being glorified, Jesus being lifted up, him being lifted up and glorified. Not how many people we can bring in, but him being glorified. He said, your assemblies have become sin to me. Because it's about him being glorified. Not in us, ourselves. We are nothing. We are nothing. But it's God being glorified, y'all. It's God being lifted up, y'all. We have a form of God there, but it's us being lifted up. form of what he told us, but it is not about us. It's God being lifted up and glorified. It's not about us. It's all about Jesus. It's all about him, the one he gave his life for. The one he gave his life for us. It's all about him. And that's why the church system is broken. That's why the system of the church is failing. Because we make it all about us. My feelings, my title, my revival, my this, my that. And God is no way in the midst. God said, I've hidden myself from that. That has become sin to me. Because it's going to be all about him or nothing. All about his son or nothing. All about him or nothing. Him be glorified or nothing. He said the ox know his master. The donkey know where his crib is, where he live. But my people have walked away from me backwards. They're doing these rituals, they're doing these things, they're doing the things I've asked them to do, but they're not doing them in the heart of me. That's why he said, in that day, they're going to stand before me and say, well, I did this in your name. I prophesied in your name. I cast out devils in your name. I did many wondrous works in your name. And he says, I will say in that day, I never knew you. Because it must be all about him. Yeah, you did those things, but they weren't all about him. All those things have become sin to him. Isaiah 1 and 14, all those things have become sin. They become, Isaiah 1 and 11, all those things, they become sin. Because it's not all about me. Today, we have an opportunity to course correct. Today, we have an opportunity to change that. Today we have an opportunity to seek the old path. Seek the good way. Seek the way that we can find rest for our souls. Isaiah 43 says, we are his witnesses. That he has chosen. We're chosen to know him, to believe him, to understand that he is the I am. Before the day was, I am he. Before there even was a day, he was. That's who he is, and it's all about him. These years are short in this life. God put us here for his glory. He said, you were created for my glory. Here to show forth his glory. Not our glory in our accomplishments. Not our glory in our degrees, not our glory in the things we achieve, but for his glory. His glory alone, he will share it with no man. That's why he says, the wise, not many mighty men afterwards, not many mighty men are called, not many, but he chooses the base things so that no man get to glory. No man get to glory in him. For his glory, by him, for him. It's through him all things are consistent. He holds together all things. All things are through him, by him, for his glory. And so we must decrease so he can increase in us. We must put ourselves to death, put ourselves down, so that he may be lifted up. I repented of God for for the times when I lifted myself up. But we all must repent and bring him a heart to worship him, for him, by him, through him, from him is all things. All things. Romans 11:36, all things. We can't glory in nothing but him. We can glory in him for what he's doing for us, for what he's doing for the body. But nothing, no man shall get the glory. We must kill pride. We must kill pride of who we are, kill pride of what our titles are, kill pride of what we have, kill pride of what our accomplishments are, because they all are on him, by him, through him. All things. And so today, what those of you that under the sound of my voice in this video today, remember all things are by him, through him, for him, that he may be glorified, that he may get the glory, that he may be lifted up. God ain't gonna take second best. He gonna either be number one or he not gonna be. He gonna be Lord or he's not going to be. That's his requirements. He can require what he wants, that his name may be glorified in us. I thank God today for this little quick word today. God is teaching me. He's teaching me straight from his mouth, teaching me. Straight from his spirit, teaching me. And before we can go any further, we got to understand the basics. The basics. You want God to grow you and establish you? Basic. Come get the foundational. The basics. We have left God walking backwards out of his presence while still doing the same things. But he said, come, let us reason together. He don't want to see anybody perish. He wants to restore the relationship. He wants to restore the love that you used to have that's grown cold. He wants to restore you. He wants to renew the right spirit in you. He wants you to examine yourself today to see that you own his vine. Examine ourselves today to see that it's all about him. It's all about him. It's all about him today. And I trust God that he will speak to your heart today. That we can course correct ourselves. Course correct. That he can course correct us. That's what he said. Come, let's reason together. I can heal all that. He's in Isaiah 1, he said, your wounds are putrid. It's rotten. But I can heal it. He said, then you can enjoy the good of the land. Then you can enjoy the goodness. Because see, Satan has a blessing too, y'all. Remember when Jesus came out the wilderness, he took me and said, I'll give you all of this if you bow down and worship me. Satan has a blessing too. Oh yeah, he know how to bless. He can give you all those riches and things too. Come to God today. Make it all about him today. Make it all about him today. While you have today. Don't wait to stand before him. Don't wait to go before him. And your house is built on sinking sand. Oh, how great that fall will be. How great that fall will be. And I thank God today for this little quick word. I'm in the city where I'm going now. And I thank God for bringing me safe thus far. Make it all about Him today. Ask Him for a heart to worship Him. To worship Him today. I pray you all have a blessed day today. I pray that this word motivates someone to get in His presence. I pray this word motivates someone to ask God to search their hearts, search their lives. I pray that this word is something that you can hide in your heart, that God can put into operational in your life. A heart to worship Him, because it's all about Him, y'all. And I pray, God, you all have a blessed day. Love you all. Take care.